So, uh, this is gonna be a little way for me to do my kind of post morning show analysis, as I would kind of break it down. So I do a morning show on Whatnot. Okay, so forever platform you're listening to this, and our morning show is pretty popular. We do half of talk show and half an auction show. And through all the auctions and through all the talking, we stumble upon some pretty interesting conversations and some pretty interesting people. So I almost feel like I am leaving. I'm leaving fuel in the tank. I'm not using it to its full potential. What's up, Thomas? Good to see you, man. And I wanna use these little opportunities to kind of reflect more on those topics, because it's something that's very relatable to a lot of people. And there's a reason why when we're just talking shit for 45 minutes, there's 100 people in there. You know what I mean? It's not by coincidence. It's not just because it's random. Especially being on a site that's primarily for people to go and buy things. That is exactly what that's set up for. That's pretty much what everyone else is doing. So for people to take time and just tune in and listen to a conversation, that says a lot. That says a lot. So I think we're leaving a lot on the table by not exploring that some more. So today was another one of those examples. Today was one where I'd call her a return customer. She's been with us before, and she's tapped in with the live before and was able to interact with us. So it was one of those things where she came back, and for a little background, she basically, her complaints before was she felt that she was attracting the wrong kind of guy. She had a history with narcissistic kind of dudes and that kind of energy, and she didn't feel like she was getting what she deserved in a partner, which is understandable. So that whole thing went on, and I try to explain to her, it's basically you get out what you put in. You know what I mean? And you also have to work with your person. It can't just be, well, I'm doing this and that, he's not doing that and that. What the fuck? It's something where you have to communicate these things. You really have to be able to put yourself in the other person's shoes. That's main goal number one. You can't just see it from your perspective. See what they're going through, see what's going on with them, see how they look at the situation, try to understand where they're coming from, and then look back at it and break it down to which way would be best for everyone. Okay, because that's how it has to work. It can't just be one-sided. It can't just be like you get what you want, and if you don't want to be awesome, they have to accept the bare minimum. And it seems like a lot of relationships are having trouble and ending because of that, one feeling it being one-sided. Okay, and that's not what you want to have. You want to have something that feels balanced. Granted, there's going to be times where somebody's going to need a little time, or just a little less responsibility. They're going through something, the other partner picks up the slack, and it balances each other out in the length of time. It doesn't have to be one-sided all the time. So you find that balance. You learn how to live with each other. So she was, like I said, feeling like she was attracting a narcissistic kind of guy, and her situation was also complicated. So I can go into the situation more, as long as I don't call her out by name, okay? And it's not like the world is that small. So it's one of those things where she's married and still staying with the guy for the kid, but she still says she's single and she tries to date. So it's very like, I don't know where to even start. In all seriousness, I don't even know where to start with all that. In the sense of, are you doing what's ethical? Are you doing what's ethical? To me, that's all that really matters. And in just my personal view, not that it's right or anything, it's my personal view. It's like, bro, you can be doing a lot better. You could be doing a lot better than that. You wouldn't have to live a life so sneakily and trying to juggle so many things and all this stuff, and it makes everything that much more complicated, man. There needs to be communication on both ends, dude, for 100%. 100%. Because if you can't be honest with that person, then how are you going to build a life together? You know what I mean? Like you people underestimate how much time you're gonna spend with your person. Dude, it's a lot of fucking time. It's a lot of time. So if you can't be your true self, if you can't find a way, a rational way, a civilized way, a very loving way of communicating how you feel and what you think the relationship should be like, that's where you at least open up the table, okay? For the conversation to be had where, hey, what can I do for you? What can you do for me? What can we do together? And I know it sounds so fucking simple, but it's very difficult when you're living with this person and you've already had moments where you've had to hold back your true self. Because now you're creating a habit. You're creating a habit that literally holds you back and restricts you from progressing and having some kind of success in your relationship. All right, give me a sec, guys. Thank you guys for coming out and hanging out too. That's very, very, very awesome of you guys. I fucking love y'all. So, all right, so being able to stay together and all that, difficult situation, okay. And also, when we got into me asking her a little bit about her likes and what she looks for, because she says she's attracting the wrong guys. What is she doing wrong? Well, I said, all right, well, what do you usually do? She never approaches anybody. She never tries to go outside the box. She has to have guys approach her and all this. And I'm like, dude, you're narrowing your own outcome. You're restricting yourself by having this like predisposition like fucking like husband figure or best man ever figure, and you're really restricting yourself. You're not giving real guys that can give an honest shot a chance, dude. It's crazy. Disney Prince what she wants. Yeah, it's the Disney Prince. Evelyn, that's a nice one. Disney Prince is something that it's not uncommon though. It's way more common than you think. It's it's something where it feels like they just deserve it and it shouldn't be earned. That is really what it comes down to. They deserve to have this perfect or near perfect person, but they don't want to earn it. Like there are people that are pretty fucking spectacular, okay? And if you're lucky enough to find a person like that, hold on for dear fucking life and work your ass off to be the best possible person for them, okay? And to build a life with each other. Because it's becoming more and more rare to find good people with good hearts that really want to do something better than just, the everyday kind of stuff and want to actually make progress and do something, even from the simplest things in the world to the most complex. It's insane, bro. Everyone has to work on it. No one is perfect, just patience. Patience is ooh, Thomas, that is the best word to describe any challenge or any task you have to get through. It's patience. It's patience, absolutely, especially with your partner, dude. If you can't have patience, you know what I mean. What I mean? Where do you think they're gonna? Where do you think that's gonna come from? They're either gonna rebel or they're gonna find it elsewhere too. Like you have to be able to understand, know when to be the adult too. If there's a time where things are getting a little heated, out of hand, know when to stop, know when to pause. All right, because you can take a pause. That's always good to take a timeout. Okay, if you're into sports, and just reset, man. Give yourself a time, smoke a blunt, take a shower, lift some weights, go for a run, whatever, however you de-stress or whatever you do to just kind of feel a little bit better. Go do that, and then touch back on it, because a lot of times things spiral because you get too emotional, you start getting defensive, and it has more than likely it has bad consequences for you guys. Yo, Ashley, what's up? Just finished watching some of the show from this morning. I loved it. You're definitely in a radio show. I know. That's what I mean. I work so much better when I have someone that I can kind of like, I don't want to say grill, but I've gotten better at asking particular questions to helping them realize and understand. Because you saw her, she had her aha moments every now and then, like her those perfect eyebrows went right up, and you see it click. And it's those things that make me go, okay, at least she can understand things, she can realize these things, and there is some progress that to be made. You know what I mean? When someone's just dead up hopeless, then all right, bro, you're just fucking hopeless. What can I do? But if there's at least that realization that there's, oh shit, I never looked at it that way. There's so much you can do with that. You need someone to question you sometimes too. Hell yeah, I do. Hell yeah, 100% of the time. That's why I love having the chat and being live. Because you guys really come up with a lot of questions that intrigue me and open up different doors. Because that's the main thing. I have only my way of thinking. Even though it's a little wild than most, it's still just my way of thinking. You guys really open up different doors by being from different backgrounds all over the country and having different experiences. Dudes, when you guys sprinkle that shit in, it just opens my creativity even fucking more, bro. I love it, love it. Henny in here, you mofos, ham right there, right? Arrows didn't get the notification. It's all good, broski. It's all good. This is all trial runs. All right, these are all little trial runs to see how we can get it popping somewhere else. Because I just the whatnot thing has gotten out of hand, bro. I'll get into that. I'll get into that later. But it does serve its good moments, like this morning, bro. This morning was I was rewatching that shit while I was packing everything. I'll usually put on like YouTube videos about business or relationships or whatever. I was rewatching that. I was like, damn, dude, there was so much more I could have said. I could have said this, that, there. I could have hit her with that. It was crazy, man. It's crazy. Hit the bell, hit the notification. Thank you, Thomas. I don't know how to promote any of this shit, guys. So anything you have to do, I'm gonna start doing more of these. I'm gonna start doing like, you guys remember Jerry Springer when he had his final thought? I want to bring that back, bro. I want to bring that shit back. So I'm gonna do something more like this with Jerry Springer final thought, especially when we have like riveting shows like this morning that we were getting into shit because there was good conversation, man. It was good conversation because she represents a lot of women. Dude, it is amazing how many women think exactly like that or along those lines and are just I know the word is harsh, man, but it's delusion. It is delusion. You're not in tune. You're not in touch with what's realistically available. You know what I mean? That is just delusion. But it's something where it doesn't have to be that way. It does like I want to help. Like I don't want to ever just complain. I want to provide solutions. So I want to do it. Thank you, Rude Dog. Feels weird you say my government name. That's what shows up, man. That's what shows up. So I can't do anything. I can't do anything about that. I have to be here to remember if you gave me a list of your guys' government names and a list of your usernames, and that that exercise we used to do in class that you have to crisscross and get which ones match the other ones from, I'm gonna do terribly, bro. Terribly. John, you have so much patience with that. When I was listening to the combo, I was like, "Oh, Dios mío, yes!" And but Dex, I know Dex. It's something that I've mastered with a lot of work and just self-taught ways to gain patience, and my kid was a big thing that I love using it. I've learned how to master patience and use it in a way that can be beneficial, not just to put up with something. Porque see, if she's just like cabeza dura, if she's just hard-headed and nothing, okay, I get it. I'm just wasting my time. But it's being able to use that in a way where you can actually create some good. Because that ultimately is kindness. To have patience with somebody is kindness. And I forget what freaking philosopher it was. That is literally the root to fucking happiness, and you can spread it throughout your community. It's just to be kind, man. So I thoroughly enjoy having conversations like that, but the patience it's key, Next. I totally understand where you're coming from on that. I know a lot because I miss a lot of the chat when we're having those kind of conversations. So today when I was looking back at it, I was mostly reading the chat. And oh my goodness, you guys were going off a lot. Like some of the muted comments or some of the I don't think we've had as many muted comments since this morning in a long fucking time. And I was able to really take it all in because you guys went ham today. But no, like I was going back. She represents a lot of women, and I want to try to kind of, I don't know, not save them, but relocate their focus if you would allow. It's like hey guys, you can have what you want, but just try it this way. Like just tweak what you're doing, but you can still get what you want. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to discourage people either, in the sense where it's like, hey man, you're totally off the reservation. You're never gonna get that. Get over it. There is a way, because like I said, I'm very fortunate myself. I'm very lucky in the sense where I have a partner where I can do anything with, excuse me, and talk about anything with. And that's really rare. A lot of people don't feel that 100% comfortable. Like, to me, if I were to have to give my life story of every embarrassing moment ever, whatever I did, whatever bad shit I did, whatever, I can totally tell it to my wife, to Emily. I have zero problem with that. And like I said, we can explore anything together. So that is a huge perk. So that is something to me that is very rare, but it is attainable. So I want to encourage people to be able to see that you don't have to narrow your outcome. The more open you are to things, the more you're willing to take a little risk, a little chance, do something a little different, guys, you'd be amazed. You'd be amazed at what doors open up, at what opportunities come. It's just, it's so liberating, in a sense, that you're able to try something different. Because, hey man, if you don't like it, guess what? The worst thing is you didn't like it. And if you keep it relatively safe and cheap, it's not the end of the world. But say you try something and you like it and then you love it, that literally changes your life, because you're taking on, hopefully, a better habit that's good for you, that makes you feel good, and helps you feel a little bit more successful. You've gained knowledge in something, and you eventually can master something. And that's what I tell everybody. It's like, dude, you dictate your own success. You really can do whatever you like. You just have to look at it very long term. You have to look at it super, super, super long term. It's not going to happen overnight. It takes some time. So instead of, like I said, the title of this, narrowing your outcomes, you open up a little bit here and there. And once you do that, and once that becomes a habit, and once you look back and you've gone 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years, you're a totally different person. You're completely different. Emily be the first one to tell you. If Emily just never hadn't met me at all, had that catalyst in her life, Emily's not doing any of this shit. Emily doesn't know what Jordans are. Emily's not in a pilot relationship. Who the fuck knows what would happen? But she took a chance. And that's including me having to ask her out 3 times. Okay? She said no to me twice. And I was persistent, bro. I wasn't gonna say no. And I knew there was something there. And like I said, guys, if you find a way to get what you want, okay, to earn it instead of just trying to get it, you will find your success one way or another, okay? Husband and I got into role play because we were able to have those super honest and vulnerable conversations. And there you go. Ashley is living proof of this stuff. The more open you become, the more you see, the more you open up doors that you don't even know were there. Okay? It's stuff that it can be so surprisingly refreshing. All right. And it's going to make things better. It's going to keep things literally fresh. Okay. It's not going to feel like you're just, plateauing and getting boring or routine. So it's something that provides so much opportunity, and you're able to really benefit from it. And not only that, with a partner, you can do it together, bro. And we're social creatures, man. We're fucking humans. We don't really like being by ourselves, at least not too long. And to have a partner to share all this stuff with, bro, it's a beautiful thing, dude. It's a beautiful thing. So it goes back to earning that. Me chasing Emily, okay? I saw her, I met her at work, okay? I got hired at a company where I was doing labor in the warehouse, and she was in the office, one of the office girls. And the office was a long hallway. I saw her come out of the office and walk away from me. And it was just, there was so much ass, bro. Oh my God. There was so much ass. Like, I'm an ass man. If you can't tell. It was insane. And she was wearing jeans at least 2 to 3 sizes too big for her, bro. At least 2 to 3 sizes. It was baggy. There was no tightness anywhere. It were baggy. And just like a dude's fucking collared shirt, decent, okay to her body, but nothing, just straight up, probably hair in a bun if I remember correctly. But all I saw was the most glorious booty. I knew she was a white girl, and I was like, yeah, I'm sold. So little by little, I try to look her a little bit more. I try to talk to her a little bit more. If we cross paths in the break room, in the office, everything like that, because I had to go into the office and drop off files and shit like that. So you interact a little bit more, but I was just being cordial, being polite, nothing too pushy. Just office small talk and shit like that. And eventually, our schedules lined up where we were clocking out at the same time, and I offered her a ride home because I knew she took the bus home, and she said, "No, I'm okay. I gotta take the bus. I'm gonna go home." And I said, "Oh damn, okay. Like I'm literally offering you a ride home. We work together. It's not that bad." But she'll say no. Okay. So I took that as all right. I have to up my game. I think I probably just started shaving a little bit more often, or making sure my clothes were a little bit better, whatever, to maybe a better cologne. Who the fuck knows? You're gonna try harder and give it a little bit more time, to get her a little more comfortable. And asked her out, asked her home again. She said no a second time. I was like, damn, like for real? Like I got my car all nice and clean. Like she knows what my car is. I had an old Mercedes. I had a 91 Mercedes 190E, bro. Oh, the 4-cylinder. I love that shit. It was black and I put like Mercedes rims from a 2016 compressor. It looked badass. For an old fucking Mercedes, it looked badass. And I made sure it was nice and clean and all, but no, still said no. So, all right. So I told myself, one more time. I'll ask one more time. All right, I'll make sure I take my best shot. My hair's looking on point, whatever the fuck I got to do. And then by this point, I think we had known each other at least a month and change, maybe a little something like that, bro. A 1980 diesel, yes, dude. I love the old Benzes are tanks. They're fucking tanks. They're amazing. So she finally accepted a ride home from me, and that's where our relationship started. She invited me in. We had a beer. We were watching a baseball game, and I went home. She was a lady. She was a lady. I was not trying to be fresh. I knew to respect her boundaries. Okay, and it was that simple. You had to earn their trust because ultimately I'm, going after her. It's not going to just be given to me. So it was one of those things where I didn't narrow myself down. Okay, I made sure I kept my doors open, and I didn't give a fuck about baseball. She invites me to watch a game. I'm gonna watch baseball. Okay, that's not something I want to do. All right, I'll have a beer, but I don't want to fucking watch baseball. But I'll watch baseball. You like baseball? Fine. We can do so much to adapt, especially if it's short term, just to appease a little bit and show that you're willing to put in an effort. All right, it was simple in that moment. It wasn't anything that was I had to overthink. So that's like I said, when you have to earn things that you want. So by just expecting things or feeling that you deserve them, you're never going to be able to connect with someone that wants to see you earn these things. Because most of the time, both sides of the partnership, they want to see their partner earn their love and want to love. You know that term. I want you to want to cut the lemons, or I want you to want to love me, or whatever. Like that want is literally earning it. That is literally what it translates to. It's earning it. I need to give my version of this story. Yeah, I know my love. I know. So by being able to adapt to that and give the person the love that they're looking for, you're gonna get that right fucking back, or you should get that back. That's what it takes to really come away and be successful in earning that kind of loving relationship back to you. So, all right, back to everything. She was also. Did I mention that she was also looking for the top 1% man? She had mentioned how the guy has to be, tall, how he has to, have a good job and be good looking and handsome and all this stuff. And it's like, yeah, wouldn't we all love a finished product? You know what I mean? Like a lot of guys, they're just rough around the edges. But if you put in some work, you can have a handsome man as the final product. But it's another thing, bro. People don't want to put in the work. They want a final product of a person. And at the end of the day, dude, we're all working on ourselves constantly. Either we like it or not, no one's completely 100% happy with everything about themselves. They're looking at ways to improve and ways to be able to do things a little better. Okay, so that's one of the things, bro. When you're only looking for final products, you're gonna really narrow yourself down. You're gonna really, really, really cut your what do you call it? Cut your your like dating pool, your pool in general. Okay, you don't want to do that. You want to keep it open and see what's available to you because you never know what can come. The more opportunity you give yourself, the more you see that something unexpected can lead to something beneficial. Okay, what's up, Blakes? Something unexpected can lead to something very beneficial if you take the chance. You don't know what form that's going to come in. Okay, we can't predict the future, guys. We can't just can look at things and go, yeah, well, I want this for myself, so I'm only going to participate in things that look like that will be the outcome. Like you're literally just trying to predict the future, manipulate the future. How about you just try something? Try something new, different. Just again, whatever. Keep trying different things. You're gonna see that your destined future, it's not going to be the happiest thing in the world. You're going to experience other things that provide happiness, other things that are beneficial for you. But you have to try them. You have to try them, whatever they are, from a little side business to a relationship, to a friendship, to working on your car, to whatever ever the hell you want to do, man. Give yourself a little bit more credit. A lot of people don't give themselves enough credit. But anyways, that's for another story. So. She also had, all right, she never will approach a potential mate. Okay. That's another thing you're going to be narrowing your outcome. If you will never, ever walk up to somebody, as much as you want to call yourself a traditionalist or conservative or whatever, dude, you are really just slim pickings at that point. How are you not going to just initiate something for your betterment? Like if you see something that might do you some good, why don't you go and initiate that happening? Like why does that have to be so overwhelming, so taboo in a sense? Like it really is that simple. It can become as simple as you make it out to be. And if you just look at it as approaching another human being and saying, "Hey, what's up? I think you're attractive. I think you're cute. I like you. Nice shoes. Whatever's going on." That's not that difficult, okay? That you when we overthink it and we really get ourselves overwhelmed, that's just us, dude. That's just another human being. Think of it as you being the other person. Would you like to get complimented randomly? You wouldn't. You would tell them to fuck off. You would tell them to leave you alone for the day. That's unlikely. That's unlikely. Most times you're gonna be like, oh yeah, someone complimented me. That's awesome. Thank you for that. And if they're nice too, or if they're good looking, or if you find them attractive, you give them a compliment back, and you don't even know what starts after that. So, it's giving yourself a chance, man. Give yourself a chance to dictate what happens to you, because the more you taking control is harsh, but it is what it is, dude. You take control of your actions, you can better your outcomes that way. You're not gonna narrow them down to just what you want. You're gonna be able to expand on those decisions, man. Thank you, sir. You're gonna be able to expand on those decisions that you make, dude, and it brings so much more opportunity. It's insane because that's what I've experienced. The more I've tried different things, the more I've kind of put myself out there. It's brought beautiful things. It's brought beautiful things. You guys, most of you guys know the background, and Emily and I having the open marriage that we have and doing things that we do. Do you get mad when others compliment your partner? Zero, never, ever, ever. If Emily gets complimented, if I'm with anyone else and they get complimented, to me that's anyone would be appreciative of that. So for me to, or for any partner to like look down upon that or make them feel bad, like that's out of their control. Like there's no, they're not doing anything purposely, so it's out of their control. Okay, and two, you're not being supportive of that point. You're just not being supportive. If it's something that makes you uncomfortable, it's an interior thing. It shouldn't be projected to your partner. It should be okay. I can work on that, bro. I love you too, Eddie. I can work on that. It doesn't have to be this way. If you're just stuck in that way, where if you can't handle your partner being complimented or your partner getting this or that or whatever, then dude, it's either you got to work on it or you're just not mature enough to have a fucking relationship like that, man. And it sucks because we can be adaptable to that. If you really want to love somebody, you're gonna be fine with someone just saying, "Hey, you look nice." That's really what it comes down to, you know. So I would never get mad if someone becomes disrespectful. That's different. If someone's just straight up disrespectful, that's when you put your foot down. And if your wife is any good too, she'd at least, you know, start with her foot down too, and then obviously you're there with her or whatever. It's a different story, but no. That's a different thing. You can't be disrespectful. But other than that, bro, my wife, she can go and you know, I was gonna say be unsupervised, but I just meant without me to wherever the fuck she wants to go. Like I have no worries. I know she's gonna conduct herself. She's not gonna put herself in a situation that's not going to lead to anything beneficial. It's no, I know that. It's common someone agrees with you. Yeah, exactly, Ashley. That's the way you gotta look at it. If you're with your partners because you find them hot and you think they look good. So if someone says, "Hey, your partner's hot," it's like, okay, thank you for thank you for having the same viewpoint that I do because I think she's pretty hot too. So it's a good thing. It's a good thing for everybody. I'm still in Jersey, by the way. Oh, that sucks. It's 6:30. Emily should be home in like she usually is home within the next 10, 15 minutes, and she's still about an hour away. So that's terrible. That means we're gonna have an extended conversation today. All right. So and finally, she comes down to feeling victimized, as in why can't I find a good man? Okay, and that feeling victimized shit is getting very overplayed because it comes down to not earning what you're looking for. And then you feel bad for yourself because you're not getting that. And that is one of the most toxic traits you can find in somebody, man. If I had to say a major red flag or a toxic trait in someone is someone that feels like they should deserve something without earning it. And that is why you're gonna get a lot of pushback with a lot of situations, why it's not gonna be an overall healthy relationship. It's just gonna lead to misery, man. It's gonna lead to misery because you're never gonna be able to see eye to eye. And it works both ways. It works with men and women. You can't have a successful relationship like that. You got to be able to meet eye to eye somehow, dude. Somehow it's really got to make sense for both people. So don't narrow it down. Don't narrow it down. It's the best you can do. Yeah, entitled. It's a problem, man. It's a problem. Feeling that entitlement that, like I said, like you just want someone to give it to you. Like you don't want to work for it. You don't want to find ways. You don't like working through challenges. I mean, I know we don't want to be dragged through the mud, but dude, there's way of getting things. Like I think we forget a lot how we've been around for hundreds of thousands of years. Like I think people forget humans have been around and things weren't always like this. We're the most spoiled we are right now with the technology that we have and cars and all this shit. It's like, dude, it wasn't always like this, bro. And for the most part, it was not easy. It was not easy. We have it the easiest, and we want to complain the most. It's dude, when you're in a hut in a village, and it still happens today. It still goes on today. If you're in a hut in a village, you know how fast people would switch lives with you and with your iPhone right now and doing all that stuff. It's like, dude, you gotta understand that you have a lot more than you already should have. There's no entitlement in a relationship is work. Yeah, it's work. It doesn't have to be hard work though. It's just work. It's making sure the machine is well oiled. It's making sure it has all the components functioning. You gotta. It's basically becomes maintenance work at that point. Rude dog. You know what I mean? It doesn't. If it's really hard work, I don't think that's going to be a good relationship. If it's really hard, like if it tests you every day, I think there could be too much work. I think a relationship, really, that's interesting point you picked up because you said it's work, but it's maintenance work. It should I think it should never feel like hard work. Like it's like, man, this week was rough, and another week is gonna be like, damn, that was even worse. Like my wife and I mean 50-50 with everything. Sir, I mean that's like I said, everyone has their version of balance. Yeah, everyone has their version of balance. It's hard to really implement 50-50 year after year. There's gonna be years where it might be 60-40, there's gonna be years where, or no, a month, it could be 80-20. The partnership is what leads to picking up the slack when there's a little bit, when it's a little bit lopsided. But for the most part, it averages out, it balances out to being about 50-50, because that's what you want to put in with your partner. You want to make sure that you're working on things together. So as long as you're involved and you're both involved in decision making, that's already being 50-50. You know what I mean? It's not something that you have to like do behind their back and then ask for forgiveness. Like that's not being 50-50 straight up. But as long as you're able to like be premeditated or meditative, whatever, to beforehand, before you address something, before you make decisions, bro, that is the partnership. That is, I look at it as sports, dude, and look at American football. Before every play, you huddle and you make sure you're all on the same play, right? You make sure you're all on the same fucking page, and no one fucks up their route, and no one misses a snap count, and it's the same thing, bro. Before you make a decision of running that play, just huddle up. Just huddle up, bro. Put a helmet on your lady if you have to, and make it feel like it's in the moment. But huddle up and be like, all right, we're gonna run this route. We're gonna do that. Are you agree with that? Yeah, I agree. Okay, break, and you go and you fucking take that down. That's how you're gonna be able to literally work together as a team. Okay, it's what's required if you want to have any kind of successful relationship. Okay, guys, yeah, exactly how I see it, like a play huddle. Yeah, that's really what it comes down to, man. That's what it comes down. And it's great that you can play on the same team with your partner, dude. That's the best part. When you feel like you're playing against your partner, that's where it becomes toxic. That's where it's just, bro, get out as early as you can. I need a helmet for my wife. That would be hilarious. Arrows, get the grease, bro. Go all out, dude. Go all out. Go all out. Get it all, because whatever, hey man, whatever leads to her feeling more part of the team. Yo, Cage, what's up, man? Whatever leads to her feeling more part of the team, even if it's something dumb, you never know, dude. That's why I will try anything. Emily calls me dumb because I'll just try anything, because I don't know what will work. So that's why this has led to so many new things and so many endeavors that I never thought possible, because I shake it off as being dumb, and I introduce a new idea or a new scenario, a new situation, and that has worked. So arrows, bro, if getting a helmet for your wife makes her sways her a little more to get a little bit more, dude. You never know what'll work, bro. You never know what. At the end of the day, you spend $35 on a helmet, and it was hilarious. You put a little hidden camera on the corner, and you have a little content for yourself, and you have a story. So it can be done. It can be done, like I said, to your benefit. And that's the thing too. Coming back to all this, and coming back to how we were talking to the lady in the chat earlier, and her seeing the relationship and all that stuff. It's like, dude, for the most part, guys are really simple. Women really are out there trying too hard and putting off the wrong kind of energy, because guys, bro, we are very dumb and simple at the end of the day. It doesn't really take a lot. Yeah, Kyle agrees. It doesn't take a lot to make us happy, man. You guys are really, and it's not. And I've learned this. I've learned this. The women do it more. The makeup, the showing, any kind of way to show off. It's more because they're in battle with other women. It's not really to like attract the guy's attention. That's why when we just naturally look over, it's like, oh damn. It's like, it's not even. I know what they mean when it's not for us. It's for them. It's for them to feel better than other women, dude. And that's, a lot of women might not admit that, but that's true story, bro. That is true story. All right, but ladies, you don't have to do all that. I'm telling you, if you wanna really attract a guy, go simple. The more simple we see you are, like, I don't mean that in a looks sense. All right, just simple in general. You don't put a lot of makeup on. You don't have designer brand clothes. You don't drive the latest car. Whatever. That's just kind of simple. That's at least to me and most guys that I know in my age bracket or a little bit older. That's attractive. It's the more simple, the more comfortable a woman can be is very attractive. Now you have the extreme of like pajama pants, hair hasn't been washed in 3 weeks, and your breath smells like ass. All right, a little much. You went just a little too far. Let's take it back a little bit, and we'll be just fine. All right. They have predetermined ideals and can't see what the issue is. Yeah, Kyle, I agree with that. I agree with that. It's more it's their own perspective. That's where that relates. It's the own perspective. And get our government names. It has to be the government names, but that's what comes up. I want to see you without the makeup. Yeah, big country. I agree. The without the makeup says a lot. My wife's very simple. I'm the bougie one, sir. That's. But see, you're bougie and like you like to wear hats. You know, you like to wear a shirt that says Supreme on it. It's not like you're trying to be something, totally off the bat of what you are as just like a raw naked human. You know what I mean? It's a little bit different. Like women, I don't mind if a lady has like a Supreme beanie on or something like that. Like that's fine. I'm saying if your whole fucking outfit is relying on the latest name brand and this, it's like bro, that's not sexy to me. It's that's not simple. It's nice. It's cool to have a nice thing here and there. That's fine. Like I'm not saying you need to have everything from fucking Walmart, but the more simple you can push it and still pull it off. That to me is a hell of a trick. Let's see. Okay. Ew, so I always thought, why doesn't he just call me Kyle? But hearing it, I don't like it. Yeah, Kyle's a terrible name. Every Kyle I've known, and that's why Kyles are are like cliches for drinking monsters and being douchey guys. Kyle guys are not. So that's why Cage was the best always. Had to change my name. Big Country, yeah, dude. And I don't know how easy it is for you guys to do that, to be able to change your name, something like that. But I don't need any of y'all. Like I said, if you're cool with me calling your government names, I adapt well. Okay, I feed off what you give me. Okay, I feed off of what you give me. So that's what it is. So Emily Brunt, I'm gonna call her Emily Brunt, even though she's my wife. And Chad, yeah, Chads are usually more low key. They're not as bad, but they're just usually kind of boring. I don't want to say my real name, Arrows. That's fine. I'll call you Arrows for the rest of your life. If I go to your funeral, whatever your name is gonna be, I'm like, who the fuck is this guy? And it's like I know Arrows. I'm the exception though. Dev have to stick with Cage though. Saying Kyle sounds derogatory. Yeah, I don't. I've never said Kyle in a way that's uplifting or positive. Every time I've had to say Kyle, it's been it's just been that. So it's Cage, and that's easy enough because those are your initials anyway. So I can put those two together. Pretty simple. Chris, that's never happened. You're sir. you're sir, bro. That's it. That'll never be a thing. If you change it to Chris, I'm gonna be really pissed, bro. Cause sir is just you're just sir. That's it. It's simple. It's direct. It's one syllable. It's everything I need in just the name. Fucking simplicity. Is like the Karen version of men. Yeah, I would say in the sense that it has a bad reputation, yes. In the sense of it having a bad reputation, I would say Kyle is the Karen. So I don't need to have friends that are Kyle. I could have a friend that's KH though. Jokes on us. Errol's first name is Green. No, it's not. I don't want to know anybody's first name. I will take that as a as a spoof. All right, as a prank. Anyways. What the hell? Now I'm thrown off. Damn it, now I'm thrown off. Now I gotta go back up. We're just talking about the name Kyle now. We are simple creatures. Yes, men are simple creatures. Men are simple creatures. Oh, bro, Green Arrow. Oh my God, thank you, Cage. That was a Kyle joke, by the way. That was not Cage. That was an imposter. Yes, men are simple creatures, ladies and gentlemen. Believe it or not, I feel like I really speak for a lot of guys, man, when we really don't need much. Like those memes where you just see a picture of an apartment with a TV on the floor, a mattress on the floor, and a TV dinner, and that's like a guy's paradise. That's really as basic as we need to survive, bro. Okay, that is exactly the bare minimum, and we're fine with that. As long as there's a TV. Some of y'all are gamers. You have a video game, and you got some food and a place to sleep. It doesn't fucking matter, bro. The rest really doesn't matter. The rest is a bonus. So, oh shit, I'm just realizing. Everything beyond that, and mostly what we do and what we attain beyond that is because we want to find a partner. It's not really for men. It's really to find a partner. That's a bonus. Like women can be a complete bonus in a sense where we're so basic. We need such the bare minimum that everything that they bring on top of that can be made into a bonus, and we will embrace the shit out of that. If there was a way for women to spin it and use it to their advantage, to their power, bro. That kind of simplicity in that sense where everything you want, look at it as a bonus to us, to men. That's difference. That's the difference right there, dude. That is a game changer. Oh man, yeah. It comes down, like I said, to the simplicity, but understanding us just to be that simple. Because everything else for us is a bonus, dude. We don't need shit. That's why we love the BJ so much, dude. Men love there's no problem that can't be solved with your woman without a fucking with a BJ. Like, come on. There's Mel, thanks. You're not basic. You're not basic, but it's something where you enjoy treating yourself, bro, in a sense where I don't know. It's something where you can still love yourself too. You don't have to love somebody else. You can really just love yourself and know how to treat yourself. So, but you're basic in the sense that if everyone took that away, you'd still be fine. You know what I mean? I can see, like, you're, at least in your character, in your person, you're very humble. So if that were to literally, you like it, you enjoy it, but if that were to disappear, you'd be like, all right. So I don't have a babe clock, so I don't have an essential hoodie. It's not the end of the world to you, bro. But it's different for a lot of people. It's different. And mostly the ladies, like I said, they feel like they have to do it to compete, but they're really only competing with each other. The hack in that is that we are simple creatures, and if they're able to want to attract the most of us, then they will bring kind of, I don't want to say standards down, because it's not a standard. It's just they're to refocus them, to like reallocate their focus, like just be able to tweak. Like, you can still get a good guy if you're a little simpler and you weren't so, I don't know, into being competitive with other women. I don't know, and seeing things more grand than they are, because to us, like I said, it's simple and that's what works. It's different. It's different. BJ, time you can ask for anything, and it's a yes. Yeah, Rude Dog. Yeah, and dude, that's not even breaking the bro code anymore, saying this information, because it should be common knowledge, but they don't use it to their advantage. It's crazy. How you feeling about this platform? So it's brand new. The thing is, I don't like recording podcasts and then having to upload them in different things, because I'm a technological tard. I know nothing about this shit, and I think it's super complicated, because I have to record a video, convert it into a URL on one platform, to then be able to upload it on the other platform that has to be synced with the other Bro, it is exhausting. All I want to do is be able to click a button and be able to have my shit recorded and live, because I don't want to just sit and talk and cut up and edit and do it. No, bro. I'd rather do it live, have the interaction with the people, because, like I said, you guys open up new doors and new ways of thinking for me, because I have my perspective and you guys offer yours. And that's what makes, like I said, my shows or the interactions way more interesting. I feel very pompous, dude, just sitting and talking by myself. You know what I mean? Well, this is my thoughts, and you're gonna listen to my thoughts. It's like I feel super fucking pompous doing that. So to just do a recorded podcast, I don't like. It's the live that I fucking like. That you guys can pop in. You're still doing your things, your own lives, but you come right in. You may say a couple things. You might listen to a couple things, and it gives me different things to work with, bro. Henny, I tried the Twitch. It's just so vast. It's so vast, and I think this just has simpler ways to be able to sync it to other things and be able to access it for other cross-platform things. So I don't know. I'm trying to keep it simple myself, bro. Told you live is better. Yeah, and Rudy, that was the main thing. I wanted to keep it live. I wanted to find a way. If it was either going to be on Patreon or here or wherever, I wanted to keep the lives, bro. Because I know it's going to start off slow for now, because it's new, and it's not going to be the whatnot 100 fucking people. But I want to just at least have the interaction with you guys, dude. I don't want to leave that behind. That's how I feel about technology. Dex, I hate it. That's why I hate my iPhone so much. It's because Android made technology much more simpler. It was much more user friendly. And I had to switch to iPhone, and I fucking hate it. So the sooner I can get off whatnot, I can go back to Android, and everything is back to normal. I agree. I mentioned that in the cord. Yeah, dude. Yeah. It's one of those things where I wanted to get it live to you guys, and I know, like I said, you guys can pop in and all that stuff, and it makes that much more interesting. You will get there. Oh yeah, Big Country. I'm not worried about that. Speed is not my game. Speed is not my game. It's just I feel very overwhelmed at times because there are so many platforms, there are so many different ways you can do it, and there's so many things that people prefer and oppose or are opposed to. So it's just overwhelming knowing where to start and where knowing where to build that. That's why when I was first introduced to Whatnot, it was so easy. It was so easy to go, oh yeah, I can go all in that because I was a salesman already. I had inventory to sell. I'm comfortable going live or being on camera, and it was a no-brainer. But all this stuff that, like I said, you're gonna have, it's starting off to be brand new, much more competition and all that stuff. It's tough to really pinpoint and go, all right, we're gonna do there, and that's what's gonna bring us our most success. Because you don't want to feel like you're wasting time somewhere where it's not going to be beneficial for you. But it's a double-edged sword. Like unless you just start it, you're never gonna really know. So don't just think about it and contemplate it. Go just fucking do it and try it. So that's what I'm giving you. So these few episodes are gonna be a little more raw. All right, I don't expect you guys to have a finished, polished project, but we're looking towards that. Okay. You got like 20 of us that'll follow you anywhere. Oh, I know, Cage. I know. There's a little more than that too. It's just I haven't promoted things enough. I really haven't promoted things enough. I almost feel douchey doing it, just because I don't want to come off pushy. But I know it's something that's necessary too to be able to promote all the other platforms, all the things we're doing, because mainly all I want to do is get the word out. That's really all I want to do is all these interesting interactions and conversations that can be used for people's benefit. I want to get that word out. I think it can do some real good. Like I said, I don't want to just sling shoes and fucking hats, forever. It's fine, it's fun, but I think we can give people a lot more between the conversations we're having, because I don't think not enough people are having these kind of conversations, and at least in these kind of perspectives where you can break it down and help it be understandable for both parties, it's something different, bro. Then you have someone helping you with media. Yeah, that's the media, but it's still, the more platforms I have them take on, the more expensive it gets. So that's the thing, dude. I only have I only have so many resources to be able to put into it. So that's the thing. There's so many platforms. Like I'm handling YouTube by myself. They're handling all of my TikTok and my Instagram, and I'm still putting in stuff on TikTok by myself. But it's a lot, dude. It's a lot. It's gonna end up being a lot of money. You need flyers to put in the Whatnot packages when you ship them out. Well, Arrows, that's not a bad idea. Most of the Whatnot are people that just want to kind of buy things. But I think if there was more of if I had a way to have a direct link on the show, because what really catches people is the moment in the show. Once they get their package 2, 3, 4, 5 days later, you lost that essence, you know what I mean, of being in the moment of that show. If there was like a way to just have a live link to my whatever, to my podcast, my Patreon, whatever, during a Whatnot show, the whole Whatnot show, that would be the fucking best thing that we can do. Because that catches them in the moment. It's like, oh shit, I want to hear more. Where is the more? Oh, it's over here. Bam. And you can do stuff like that. Okay, so hold on. You need, okay, I feel it. Well, I got you wherever. I don't need share return. No, Cage, I know that. And I know, like I said, a lot of you guys look at it as the time either me or Emily are putting into this. You see it as us giving back to y'all. Like, we don't do this just for us. Like, we really do this because we're invested with you guys. And I know it's much more of an interaction that becomes a two-way street. So, oh, dude, I get it, because you guys have our backs, we have your backs. You know what I mean? It's a mutual thing. Sucks my vacation is over tomorrow, John. Back to reality, sir. But it looks like you've enjoyed the shit out of it, man. That's the beauty of it too, bro. It looks like you really thoroughly enjoyed the shit out of it. So it was one well taken, dude. Like a business card with all your socials in it. I could definitely get things like that printed up. I could definitely at least start there. At least start there. So it was different, man. So meeting you guys was a blessing, dude. Come on, broski. Put your socials in your bio. I think there's a rule and Whatnot you can't do that. I know some people do, but I think there's a rule and Whatnot you can't do that. So I have a Twitter account. Henny, Emily basically controls my Twitter account. I just tell her if I can, what I should put up there, and she just handles it herself. So that's basically all Emily on my Twitter account. I believe you through and through. You got this shit, Cage. Thank you, man. Thank you. And like I said, I will keep pushing these out, because I know once we build them, once we have, 10, 20, 50, 100 in the bank, it's going to be something where there can be a lot of good coming from this dude. And you guys, like I said, I'll never look back, no matter how much we were able to blow up. We're never going to look back and be like, "Oh yeah, we were just small times." You guys have been with us quite a ways, man, quite a ways. And I'm not easy to put up with for a long time. That's what makes it more of a blessing that you guys have been that much that faithful for this long. I'm not easy to really put up with for long periods of time. I'm okay in small doses, but besides that, bro, what about a whiteboard or something and the links in it? I didn't want to take away from the display, but a whiteboard wouldn't be bad. I know there's ways, dude. Cause I see HGB Kicks. He has like things pop up, and he has like lights and shit, and like effects, and like I know I've seen streamers that have stuff like written in screen that do that. I just have no idea how to fucking do that. And I don't know what's permissible from whatnot, because they're fucking assholes, dude. The way they literally show zero respect or zero understanding for anything, bro. I don't want to put one thing up there and get banned for another fucking week. And because, like I said, that's how I pay the mortgage, dude. I don't have like just something like I go to a job and it's okay if I don't make money off the whatnot. I gotta be on there to be able to sell, dude. Otherwise, I can't pay the fucking mortgage, bro. And dad Facebook groups and shit, how many could use this type of outlet? Just sharing here and there, sounding bored will get your attention. Groups like that, Cage, and that's exactly what I need from you guys. That's literally your guys' call to action, if you will. It's just wherever you think people would enjoy this or would find it beneficial. Say, hey man, look at have you heard of this guy? Check him out real quick, and that's it. Just literally just check him out, and you never know where it's gonna spread, where it's gonna hit off, where it's gonna resonate, and it's like I said, you guys are gonna be a part of that. You know what I mean? It's beautiful. I love your views. You're just so forward with everything. You don't see that anymore. Big country, thank you. And that's how I try to really be, and that's what I look at it when I have these talks or I try to interact with people in general. I try to be very centrist. I try to be very patient, and I try to have things because I feel nowadays everything is so you got to pick a team, okay? And whatever it is, there you always got to pick a team. And that makes us feel very divided, man. So we're always like fighting people, dude. And we've never have like this much this much of a gap in between both extremes. So I want to find ways of talking that don't bring out the extremes, that bring a little light to any kind of common ground, or at least being able to see things from a different perspective and still have a civilized way of talking about it and not having to have an argument. I love discussions. I hate arguments. It's a big difference. I got Cage. Thank you, broski. It's too juicy. It looks cheap to me. It's not easy for people to just talk and open up, but you bring that out in them, so you are blessed. A lot of people, fam. Thank you, Mel. And listen, it's not easy for me to open up too. Okay, I know. It to me, just I don't care what I blurt out. I'm very careful in the way I process things. Our brains actually work pretty fast. I know I'm a big dumbass, but our brain work fast, not just me. I think about everything I say before I blurt that shit out. So I make sure it comes out in a way that's not going to push anybody around or get someone super offended, anything like that. It's going to be reasonable. So it's one of those things where people want to mirror each other. You know what I mean? If I was always being stupid and reckless and out of hand, guess what audience I'm going to attract? People that are stupid and reckless and out of hand. So by me practicing, just trying to be more reasonable and communicative and understanding, it's going to attract that kind of energy, and people are going to stick around that want to feed off of that. So I take a lot of pride with that. One thing I noticed about the woman earlier, she didn't know how to handle that you listen to her to understand, then respond versus like argue. Dude, Kate, that is a big, big, big factor. And I agree because she gave me the opposite. Every time she talked to me, it's like she wanted to catch me on something. It's like she wanted to find a way to be like, well, you said that and did this, so I was like, whoa, bro, you gotta relax, dude. You're taking shit and twist and making it way into something that's not even about what we're talking about, dude. Like she just wanted to be right. She didn't want to really understand things, and that is literally a side effect or a trauma from being a relationship with a narcissist. Is that they're constantly spinning things to make you feel guilty and responsible. So they want to come back in a way that will twist stuff on you. So that's not even her fault, bro. She doesn't even realize she's doing that. But that is one of the side effects, like I said. from dating someone like that or being married to someone like that. So it's something where if she can pause and just realize what she's actually doing and what her actions are representing, she can learn a lot. She can learn a lot. What is Emily doing? Oh my God, I just found out I can put people in timeout. Oh shit. Yeah, y'all are fucked. Y'all are fucked. She wanted that smoke because that's the script she's used to. Cage, yes, 100%, bro. 100%. That is, and we're creatures of habit. I've mentioned it earlier. We're going to do things that we've seen over and over again. That's where we're comfortable. Even if it's bad for us, dude, we're going to be doing those things, dude. Coming from that and healing from myself, it's sad to see. It is. It is sad to see. It is because we're on the other side. You know what I mean, Cage? We're on the other side. We've found a way to make that work for us and learn from it, and we're better from it. There's people still in it. So the people still in it, that's who needs the help or the guidance, or at least the change of pace of not sticking or not settling for an abusive relationship, or even surrounding themselves with friends and family that be like, oh no, it's okay. Just give it time. Things might change, this and that. It's like, bro, anyone telling you to settle, it's like they're not really looking out for you, man. They're just trying to play it safe like everybody else. So it's not cool at the end. It's not gonna really serve you for your best interest. No tip button here. I'm gonna go to whatnot and tip there. Yeah, you can't rerun anything here, Mel. Ha! I like this. I like this better. Can I have my powers back on here? Yeah, the powers, guys. The powers was that was sad. That was sad to have to remove mods on, because I had so much fun with you guys as mods. That really made me sad. That hurt me, guys. If I can be honest, if I can be one on one, it, that really sucked, man. That really sucked. I just I pity the person who was either kicking people out or just kicked the wrong one out. But it was tough to do that, dude. If you have Snap, you can send John the tips there. You really Snap? You can. I didn't even know that was a thing, bro. But no, it's all good, broski. It's all good. Just like I said, I'm still gonna be on Whatnot. If you guys want to throw an extra something on Whatnot, you're fine. Just remember the tips, the instant ones go to me. The other ones from the bin. Again, you want to buy something, be my guest. But those tips, they go to a lot to fucking Whatnot. So I'd rather you not tip at all than do one of those from the bin. Unless you just want breakfast stuff, then I got you. Just know it wasn't me. Nah, Henny, I don't, bro. If I really had to suspect anybody, I can't. I don't even know where to start. I don't even know where to start. I don't know where to start. So I don't even waste time thinking about that. Like I said, it was just sad it had happened. Okay, because I'm an extremist, and that's what me. What are we starting at $1? That did not just go over your head. Wait, what happened? If you have Snap, you can. Oh, tips, the tips. There we go. I got you. You had to just tell me to look up. All right. Otherwise, yeah, I would have gone over. Just look up. I got you. The whole tip. Yes. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Oh, bro. Let's see. Okay, all right. The mod thing. That made me sad, dude, because we had so much fun with all the muted words and all the bullshit we would be able to talk and literally just be able to mute stuff to talk shit behind the scenes with everybody. But yeah, man, that's one of those things that had to fucking happen, dude. But I'm glad it hasn't become a bigger deal than it needed to be. You know what I mean? It had its moment. We were a little upset for a while. It blew over. And then no one really asks about it now. Like no one comes in and is like, hey, like why don't you have any mods? Like no one cares at this point. Like, or we're known for it basically. Never even got the mod status. Damn it. Yeah, Cage, you missed out on a lot, dude. You missed out on a lot. We were way raunchier when we had the pre-banned era. That's what I'm calling it. Before I got banned, dude, we talked about everything. Everything, dude. We were literally holding 120 people in the room with no giveaway, no bullshit. And we were 4 or 5 months in. We weren't even a big deal for anything, bro. It's still not a big deal, but we were a smaller deal than we are now. And it was insane, dude. It was insane. We had a mute party. Yeah, there's only one mod M. Yeah, now there's only like Highlander. There should be only one. But when you took controllers, whatnot, then a week later they copying you. Cage, I don't know why. A lot of stuff that we do, we start doing, we just see it. We start seeing it. We just start seeing it. It's crazy. It's one of the craziest things. I can start a list of things that happen, but oh, I think my wife is home. Sweet deal. But when good old days, yeah, the good old days, man. Those were different times. Those were now, like I tell everybody, now I come on Whatnot shows and I literally have a cone where you take your dog to get neutered so they can't lick themselves. That is me. I have an imaginary cone where I know I can't do anything that's gonna come even close to licking myself because that's not gonna be received very well. Hi, my love.
Hi, my love.
Welcome back home.
God.
See, you want to say hi to everybody real quick?
Yeah, I'm gonna go over there.
Okay, because I'm out of water.
Oh, you froze because I turned my car off.
Oh, hi.
Hi, guys.
I thought I was gonna have 3 people in here, so I love you guys for coming to hang out with us. It's like pre-COVID times. You're YouTubers, yeah, I guess so. I don't fucking know.
We're
I don't-
YouTubers now? Is that
Yeah,
what you're
yeah. Well, we'll see how this progresses. We'll see how we do with things. But guys, I'm gonna wrap up.
Hey,
Emily's
guys.
home, and she's home way later, so we're gonna
I
have
know, 40 minutes.
we're gonna have husband and wife time. I've been on for over an hour, by the
Ooh.
way. I've been
You
on for
going
over an
upstairs?
hour. Yeah.
We going upstairs?
That's okay. Bye, guys. I love you. Peace out. See you later, alligators.
Oh my God.